Hi everyone, Aiden here at etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dutton-Lainson Sidewind Trailer Jack for A-frame trailers with the caster wheel attachment at the bottom here at etrailer. So overall, this is going to be a very simple trailer jack. It's got a 1,000 pound weight capacity. That sidewind design is going to be good in case we've got something maybe like a toolbox where a top wind would maybe bump into it. I think overall right here, we're going to have a good amount of control with it. Everything feels very smooth, whether I'm raising it or lowering it. And the handle here swivels around, and it's wide enough for me to get my whole hand on it. It's definitely not the nicest construction handle. It's a pretty low-grade plastic, but I think it should last just fine, and overall it's pretty comfortable. At the very bottom, we've got a 6-inch caster wheel. It is removable if we don't want it on there with this pin and clip, but that's going to give us a way to maybe move our trailer around, so we don't have to necessarily always hook up to our truck or our vehicle to get it moved that last little bit into place. And with the large diameter there, I feel like you get pretty good control over it. Now obviously it is a plastic wheel here, so you can see just that little bit of rolling really chewed up the wheel quite a bit in the parking lot here. So it's not the most durable material out there. A rubber wheel would certainly be better, but I think overall it's going to hold up perfectly fine. The jack has 15 inches of travel in its fully extended state from the bottom of the mounting plate to the bottom of the inner tube, not necessarily the caster wheel. That's going to be a measurement of 23.5 inches, and fully retracted, it's going to be 8.5 inches. That caster wheel does add a little bit of height to it there, and with that, you get a good amount of travel. The whole thing is a steel construction, aside from the plastic components, but those steel pieces are going to be zinc plated, helping it resist rust and corrosion over time. And it includes all the mounting hardware you need to mount it up to your A-frame trailer. Speaking of getting it mounted though, let's go ahead and walk through the installation process now. Now, starting off your installation, you obviously want to get your old jack removed if you haven't already done so. This one is just going to drop in place where the old one was, matching that A-frame hole. Now with this, the front mounting hole is going to have a flat edge on the mounting plate. That's how you can tell the proper orientation. If you don't have it in the proper orientation, the holes might not line up. So find that front and drop it in. Be sure to not have the caster wheel on yet because it won't drop through. We'll get that put on last. Get the holes lined up roughly, and then take the provided hardware from your kit. That's going to be these bolts with lock washers and nuts. The bolts will drop down through the top, and those lock washers and nuts will drop down and thread on the bottom. You're probably not going to be able to get the camera under there to see, but lock washer and nut will go underneath, threading it in place by hand first. Repeat that for all 3 mounting locations and come back through to tighten them all down. Get the caster wheel added on to the bottom once those are all tightened up. Pin it in place, and then you can start lowering the jack. And that's really all there is to it. Overall, everything dropped into place and lined up exactly how I'd expect it to, and it's a very straightforward process. Everything comes included from the caster wheel to even the mounting hardware, which is great because I don't have to pick up anything extra to make this work. But that'll do it for our look at an installation of the Dutton-Lainson Sidewind Trailer Jack for your A-frame trailers. Thanks for watching.